I think we all are disappointed that, we can't, the third quarter is something that stands out right now, that we got to get better at, coaches and players. So, again, it's not like we're getting good looks. We can't finish the play. Again, they've made, some shots that were tough, banked in or whatever it may be. The ball's just bouncing, the opponent's way right now, and we just got to stay together.
Jason, you mentioned a little bit about those third quarters. It's been kind of a problem all season. What have you seen so far this year that your team has struggled in the third quarter, and do you think that's what happened again tonight?
Well, I think tonight it was just clear cut, transition, 19 points. We couldn't get back. So we got to address that. We got to look at it. If it's changes or whatever it may be, but we got to get better, starting that third quarter or just the third quarter in general, because we just couldn't get back. And they had a lot of layups or, we scored, they're throwing, running it right back at us, and we just couldn't stop them.
You'd said after Friday's game that that group you saw in the fourth quarter was played the way you wanted them to play. Is that why you went back to them and start the fourth today, because that group in the third quarter just wasn't doing what you needed them to?
Nah, they deserved to play. I should have let them play the whole game, the whole fourth. They're playing, for one another. It's not perfect, but that group gave us opportunity. They got it to 8, I think, at one point. And so, you got to tip your hat to those guys, because, those guys are playing hard and they're helping one another on the offensive end and defensive end.
And that's not the first time you said that either about that group, and that obviously is a lack of doing that from the first group. Is there anything you've noticed that leads you to any reason why that hasn't been happening?
What hasn't happened to?
Well, you clearly haven't gotten that same effort all around from your first group. I mean, is there anything that, beyond it being frustrating, is there any reason you have for why it hasn't been happening?
It's basketball. It happens, and so for that first group, I thought we started off well. I thought Blatch, definitely helped us, and then Reggie, came in and did what he does and giving us the rebounds and toughness. But I think we're looking at one quarter, so we as a team we got to look at it and be honest.